All right. Welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass podcast, the after show. So, I don't know. We're here. The I wanted to talk to you guys. So the Facebook group got hacked. Now, apparently they don't make it easy to deal with Facebook in any way because it's kind of like fuck you, do it. We do what we want.
Mhm.
I'm Zuckerberg and I'm cool and whatever. So, um, there's no way to like contact them, and anything I searched on like YouTube and whatever how to get it back and how to do anything was like nah, no, we're not going to help you. Apparently if you're a some kind of verified something account and you pay 14.99 a month or something with Facebook, then you can actually talk to somebody and get support. So it's like, all right, I can do the 1 month and then cancel it or whatever. And, maybe they'll solve my problem. So I talked to the girl at Facebook and she's like, oh, yeah, no, we can definitely take care of that. This is no big deal. Let me take you through the steps and whatever. Now, mind you, I say it like it's nothing. This was like a 9-hour process,
Right.
like messaging them. Somebody's going to call you back. You need to be available, staying by your phone. Then 4 hours later, all right, I'm going to call you at any time now. Okay. All right, I'm going to call you now. 2 hours later. All right, I'm really ready to call you now. Okay. But luckily, I was at work, so I was getting paid to sit there and do nothing. And I was like, whatever. And she calls me back. No joke, dude. 2 a.m. She's like, I got this. Like, we're ready. We're ready to help you. Oh, yeah, you just fill this thing out and send it in there and we'll take care of it. And that was like 5 days ago and nothing's happened.
Right.
But I got you off the phone. So
Yeah.
I'll put a link to a new group that you should join, but we don't want to trash the other one yet. And it's weird. Like, I'm still a member. I'm just not the admin.
You're not the owner anymore.
I'm not the owner anymore. So I can't do like add everyone, which is
Mhm.
when like one of the big things is to be able to tag everybody to do things. And now like they randomly put like fish gutting or something. And they're always like the guys posting like the things like that where it's gross. So it's clickbait because you're like, oh, that's gross. What is that?
Mhm.
It's a lot of that. And like
So
same for the page. And
what's
I
the
don't know.
purpose? Like, what was the?
I don't know because he's not even doing like real effort. Like there's not even anything to like get money. Like I guess it's something that you could increase your views, but our group isn't really that big in the scheme of groups.
Mhm.
But maybe people who have bigger groups don't have questionable passwords like I do. So that could be the thing. Like when you get like 20 emails, like everything you log into is like, this password's been exposed in a hack
Mhm.
or whatever. And you're like, yeah, whatever, just keep
Yeah.
going.
I mean,
Because I'm
honestly,
like,
there's
whatever. Who's
the
gonna
biggest info dumps that have ever happened or been happening over the past 3 months. It's like
do you know
nonstop now.
do you know how many emails I've gotten from the VA saying, oh, your social security, your date of birth, and your
They're
parents'
always losing
maidens
that
name?
shit, man.
We gave that to everybody, but we don't think anybody used it for nefarious stuff.
Right, right. They're always the VA is the worst with that shit.
They really are. They're so bad, right? And Uncle Whiskey says that we're the best. That's what I like to hear.
I think that's true.
So I don't even know. I'll put in the show notes on here what the new group. I think you guys, some of you have seen and joined the new group. I don't know. I
Mhm.
might be able to pull it up. Hang on. Let me. It'll probably share all my passwords. Let me do this. Kevin, I'm hearing weird noises. Should I be worried? All right.
Well, this was the bourbon you sent me for Christmas.
Oh,
it's just
bourbon.
Pour
Nice.
myself a little sip here.
Hang on 1 second. I may have just typed in my password and you guys all saw it. I don't know.
Yes,
We're
this
safe.
This is Tim Smith Southern Reserve bourbon. This was this was my Christmas present from Chuck this year.
Yeah.
And it hooked me up Hook me up. My
And
other brother.
it's local. Like the wife wanted to send local North Carolina bourbon was the big thing.
Right. Well, you got to. I got Knob Creek from somebody else, and Knob Creek's fine. It's great, but it's not really fancy,
And I am fancy.
You are. If you're anything, you're fancy.
Right? I get that a lot. People look at me and they're like, Chuck, you're a fancy guy. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. All right, here we go. Now, you know that Facebook code that you're not supposed to share with anybody? That's only good for like 30 seconds. So I don't even know why, you're worried that.
Yeah, because by the time I see it and I type it in, it's already too late. It's already expired. But maybe somebody's out there with faster fingers. I don't know how that goes.
Exactly. All right. So this is the new group. So let me go back to the screen here, and I should be able to share screen. There we go. Bam. All right. So this is the new group.
Oh, nice.
Something. So the guns on. So if you're any of these people, you're already in the new group, and you're cool.
No, I think all these people are already in here commenting on
it. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that one. Exactly. It turns out everybody who watches us live, those are the people. That's probably where you're watching it right now, right? So
right.
That's So we're gonna do that one, and I'll message people and send them over. I just was kind of hoping that Facebook would work it out, that I wouldn't have to do that. And so who knows? But that's the gist of it. I'll put a link to the new group in there, and I'll update it and put fancy stuff. I just was hoping, and that survival prepping badass page, if you go, I think it's facebook.com/prepping badass. Yeah, they hijacked that one. And then there's the Prep and Thrive. And like I said, it's all just kind of like weird, disturbing videos of people gutting fish and things in like Filipino. Like, at least stick with similar content. If you're trying to grow something and you're like, oh, that guy put in the effort. I don't know. That's just kind of ridiculous to me. But
yeah, well, I just joined there, so
Kevin's in the club now.
Yeah, well, you gotta let me in, but I'm in there. I'll be in there.
All right. So that's it. That's the excitement. Nothing else going on this week. So we did collect all the info you guys requested, show topics and stuff like that. That's actually where the Navy episodes came from. Kevin said I was supposed to get the name and stuff of the people requesting it and say it, because that would be nice and thoughtful. And I didn't do that. But I'm working on it.
Well, I mean, people on the Facebook page, they came up with a lot of good topics. So that
there was a lot. There was a lot to choose from. We're definitely going to do some more badass stories, stuff like that. We're looking into what is the Dirty Dozen guy and Jake
McNasty, McNeely.
Yeah, exactly. McNeely, I think. Yeah, welcome. Exactly. So, how was the Navy episode? Whiskey, Chris, what do you say? Good, bad, do it, not bad? I don't know. Are Navy stories boring? Is that what it is?
I mean, I feel like either you're in the military and you get it, or you're not in the military and you don't get it.
You don't get it. But yeah, who knows?
Or you work in a corporation. If you work for a corporation, it's same sort of bullshit.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like where I work, I feel like it's the same nonsense, like the days of, hey, I left you to get screwed. Yeah. I don't know. So the other upside, we did have a big snowstorm in North Carolina. We got 4 inches.
Ooh, that's a big
Kevin,
deal.
How do you look there in New York?
Oh
yeah. Well, cars were sliding off the road, 2 days of no work. And it was bad.
Yeah. Now I remember being in Virginia and we got about an inch of snow, and that was it. They closed the Navy. You can't close the Navy. Yeah, don't come in. We don't want anyone getting hurt. But up here in New York, it's hasn't gone above freezing in about 2 weeks. So all the snow just keeps building up and never goes away. So we'll see how it goes here. But I think we're gonna get some below freezing in the next the next few days, or above freezing. I mean, so hopefully that's that's something that clears out. I've actually been wearing cleats, my ice cleats, to work because everything's like 3 inches of ice everywhere.
Yeah.
So I busted my ass once, and that was enough for me to break my cleats out and start wearing those.
Yeah, no, I think like right before I left New York, I was going to feed the chickens one time, and there's like a steep hill in my front yard, like a 4-foot drop, but it was,
Right.
and maybe a what 12 on 12, drops a foot every 12 inches, kind of steep. And I'm walking down it, and sure enough, hit an ice patch and just wham, back of the head on the hard ice. One of those where you like wake up a minute later and are like, what happened? Why? Yeah, I've done that a few times. So no, I try and avoid walking on ice without good shoes and whatever, but I don't know. So that's it. That's the excitement. Just thought we'd keep you guys up to date, and I appreciate you sticking around and checking us out. I'll definitely share this into the Facebook group, so maybe that'll help people figure it out. But all right. Anyway, with that, I'd say stay safe, and we will talk to you guys next week.